a brand new video on the channel. This time I'm working on Friday the Funkin game in Scratch 3.0. We worked on the last 4 parts. Part 1 was about some of the drawings I did for the character. Part 2 was where we actually got into the code. I made our character go to where we wanted to go. I made the animation. Part 3, we made the costumes for our character when the arrow was being clicked. And part 4, we made the arrows. And you're probably wondering, what is part 4 gonna be? No, part 5, sorry. Part 5 is gonna be the player costumes. As you can see, I added some stuff. So one of the only 2 things I think I added was the music and the bouncing. So the way I did the music was get some music to do all this. And then for the bouncing, I do winners. So I dragged these things in here to save space. And when I receive beats, set size 130 to 103. Wait 1 second, set size to 100. When green flag clicks, set size to 103 and all that. And if you paid attention in our first video, in our part 2, we broadcasted what beats so it receives it. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is make our friend Pico over here, which is one of my favorite characters, but I don't like his weekend Friday Funkin that much. Anyway, so instead we're just gonna go. So you know what? First things first, we're gonna go one green flag clicked. We're gonna go ahead and grab a forever loop. I'm gonna go ahead and simply just grab a block like we did for our player. Alright, make a block and call this block our good old go to X, like how we did last time, and Y, run without screen refresh. And to define this, it's going to be the exact same thing. So all I can do is just go to our player and grab anything back. But just in case you haven't seen part 2 yet, I'm just going to show you. So to define this, we're going to have to go to motion and grab a go to X and Y and drag the X from the block and the Y from the block. Alright, and now we're going to grab an if, and this is where things kind of get complicated. So we're going to grab a not and put it there. Key, and I'm going to grab an and equal, and I'm going to grab a Y and grab a drag. Wait, no, get rid of that Y. I'm going to grab an X and drag it where the 50 is. I'm going to go to motions and grab and drag a Y. No, not a Y position, X position. Then all we can do is simply just duplicate this. And if Y position not equal to Y, then all we wanted to do is simply go to X and Y. And to define this, and to make this actually work, we're going to go to our lines and go same way as my player, which is going to be -4. Also going to have him go to the other side of my player. So my player is 82, so that means Pico's is going to be -106. So if the green flag spawns where it's put. Oh yeah. Also, when green flag click, we want him to hide. So if you have a thumbnail like I do that appears like this, then that means you have to do this. But if you don't, you can just grab one green flag click show instead of one green flag click hide. If you do have a thumbnail like I just showed you, then you go ahead and grab when I receive, hide all, or when the background switches, we can just go ahead and grab show. Alright, now it's time to get the animation. So when green flag click, we wanted to broadcast idle again. So, and when I receive idle, we wanted to do the idle animation from part 2. So to do this, make this work, we're gonna have to grab a forever, switch costume to boyfriend idle 1, wait 0.075, switch costume to boyfriend idle 2, and all the way. So boyfriend idle 3 and 4, 3, 4. No, not idle 5. We're not idle 5. Then boyfriend idle 4 and 5. Alright, so let's move up. So with flag, as you can see, Pico now does mouse down wait 0.2 seconds. All the animations. Okay. Very good. Alright, so now it's time to get the poses done. So we already have. So if you make arrows for your other character, you don't have to. I made it for it, and I did the exact same code I did for the players' arrows. So as you can see, I have the arrows green, as you can see. So to make our arrow costume, we're gonna do the exact same thing we did for the player costume. Just when we click the arrow key, does them, and we make improve frame. So when green flag clicked, stop other scripts in Sprite. When up arrow press, we want to get that out of here. Repeat. Where to repeat? So you gotta be repeat until not key. Wait, I'm freezing a little bit. Up arrow pressed, and we're gonna switch costume to boyfriend. I guess it's Pico. Pico up 1. Wait 0.075 seconds. Switch costume to boyfriend 2. Then when it's not, we want to broadcast idle. I'm gonna wait 0.2 seconds. So as you can see, one click up arrow will go through the code. But that's not supposed to be the case. Pico's gonna use the WAS since he's on the other side of the screen. So this is gonna be a 2-player one if you choose to. So when we click WAS, as you can see, Pico does it. Wait. We also gotta change this to WAS, right? Yeah. There you go. So now Pico does his pose. And then it's going to be the exact same story for the other one. So I'm just going to duplicate this and call this A. What is it? So A stands for, I gotta go back. What is that? Is that the right? I'm sorry, I never used WAS before, so I don't know. Maybe it's the right. I'll find out. Right 2. So I click A. Yep, I was totally wrong. So it's left. Apparently this one has 3, so I'm just gonna grab this one and make it 3 since it has 3. So where we have WAS and all those. So now we're gonna do down. So down is going to be S, because I already know that's going to be S. S, boyfriend, down 1, now wait, down 1, down 2. So as you can see, I'm picking up the keys, the corresponding keys. If you put glass, you have it up, you have it down. And then last but not least is our D key, which is going to be the right, now the left. Now the right, yeah. So I'm going to grab our D key, D. So it's going to be the right. Right. So as you can see, we have all the keys already. I'm gonna go in the costumes and see what else we have. If we have a storm. Alright, so we have a storm. So the thing we're gonna use to get the storm is gonna be the space bar. So space bar is key space bar pressed. We're gonna switch costume to Storm 1, Storm 2. So we click the space bar, it switches. Alright, and he also has a pose, so I'm gonna grab a P key. Alright. So we have finished the 2-player, but before we leave this video, we're gonna do one more thing. We're gonna make dialogue. So when we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it. So when green flag clicked, alright. So what we're gonna do is when green flag click, broadcast a message, and we're gonna call this say. And to make this work, when I receive say, I'm gonna want it to say something. Of course I will do. We're gonna go make it say. I'm gonna make a story. Say, for a second. Then I'm gonna have it wait 1 second. Then I want it to say rap battle. Then I'm gonna have it say I'm really good. Alright, I'm gonna go to Pico. And when I receive say, I'm gonna have him wait 1 second, and then I want him to say up for a battle. Then I'm gonna have him wait 1 second and say, great, let's go. This is going to get intense. Alright. And then if you want the background to stay the same, you can do that, but I'm not gonna make the background stay the same. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and grab and change this to when I receive say. When I receive alright, I'll just figure that out later. So when I receive say, I want it to play sound, start sound boppy boop, switch costume. No way. I'm actually gonna count how long the conversations last. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5. So I'm gonna have it wait 5 seconds. When I receive say, we wanted to switch. We wanted to switch costume to costume 2. Then wait 5 seconds. Then switch costume to costume 1. And then broadcast start. So, and when we receive start, we want to do that. Here we go. So on with green flag, we have our own dialogue. So there you go. Alright, there you go. So basically what we did today was we made our very own turned my game into a 2-player game. As you can see, anyway, I hope you have an amazing day. And I guess this is